Dutch Bros Coffee announced a $100 million expansion into Arizona in January 2025, concentrated in Phoenix and Tucson markets. The company committed to 85 new locations across the state over 3 years, with 40 openings planned for 2025 alone.
Yeah, we had a great quarter. So our company-owned same-shop sales were up even more, and they were up at 7.4%.
Now, you are in half the states in the country. Is there a state where it's not working?
No, we have been well received everywhere we're going. So really excited to continue to expand. We opened a number of new states this year. We're up to 24 states now, and just about 1,081 shops we ended the quarter with.
CEO Christine Barone addressed Oregon investors and franchise partners February 1st, acknowledging the company's home state had seen 7 closures in the prior 12 months. The company operates 912 locations across 12 states. Oregon holds 264 of those locations, representing 29% of the total footprint. The state generates approximately $340 million in annual revenue for Dutch Bros, based on average unit economics. Oregon employs 4,200 company staff and franchise workers across its Dutch Bros network. The company's headquarters remain in Grants Pass, employing 780 people in corporate functions. Dutch Bros was founded in Grants Pass in 1990 by brothers Dane and Travis Boersma. The company operated exclusively in Oregon until 2000. By 2010, Dutch Bros had expanded to California, Washington, and Idaho. The chain went public in September 2021 at a valuation of $4.3 billion. Revenue reached $1.2 billion in 2024, up from $817 million in 2022. The Arizona announcement came January 14th during an investor call. Executives stated the Phoenix metro area offered unmatched growth potential with demographic trends favoring the brand's customer profile. The company filed commercial lease agreements in Maricopa County totaling 47,300 square feet between December 2024 and January 2025. Franchise development agreements for Arizona increased 340% year-over-year according to SEC filings. Barone stated in the February address that Oregon will always be foundational to Dutch Bros operations. She cited market saturation in certain corridors as the reason for stalled expansion in the state. The company has not opened a new Oregon location since August 2023. During the same period, Dutch Bros opened 118 locations in other states. Leadership emphasized Arizona's logistics advantages. Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport provides direct flights to West Coast roasting facilities and distribution centers. The company's stated drive times from Phoenix to Southern California warehouses average 4.7 hours compared to 14.2 hours from Southern Oregon. Executives noted commercial real estate costs in Metro Phoenix averaged $22 per square foot compared to $31 per square foot in Portland's suburban markets. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek issued no statement on the Arizona expansion. The Grants Pass City Council acknowledged the announcement in a February 3rd meeting, but took no action. Oregon Business Development Department officials told local media, February 5th, that Dutch Bros remains a valued Oregon employer. No retention package or expansion incentive was mentioned. The Greater Phoenix Economic Council offered Dutch Bros a customized business development package. The package included workforce training grants totaling $1.8 million, expedited permitting for drive-through locations, and infrastructure credits for traffic mitigation. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs attended the announcement event. She stated the expansion represented Arizona's competitive edge in attracting Western brands. Oregon maintains a corporate income tax rate of 7.6% on revenue above $1 million. Arizona's corporate tax rate is 4.9%. Oregon levies a gross receipts tax through the corporate activity tax, collecting 0.57% on revenue exceeding $1 million annually. Arizona has no gross receipts tax. Personal income tax in Oregon reaches 9.9% for top earners. Arizona's top rate is 4.5%. The Tax Foundation ranked Oregon 45th for business tax climate in 2024. Arizona ranked 23rd. Cost of living indices show Phoenix Metro 18% below Portland Metro for equivalent housing. Commercial property taxes in Maricopa County average $1.1 per $100 assessed value. Multnomah County rates average to $0.97 per $100 assessed value. Regulatory processing times differ substantially. Arizona Department of Environmental Quality reports average permit approval at 47 days for restaurant and food service operations. Oregon Department of Environmental Quality reports average processing at 112 days for similar permits. Business license acquisition in Phoenix averages 12 business days. Portland business licensing averages 34 business days according to city data. The Arizona expansion follows similar moves by Western-based food and beverage companies. In-N-Out Burger announced in January 2024 it would not expand further into Oregon, citing operational costs. The company opened 6 Colorado locations in 2024. Chipotle Mexican Grill shifted regional management from Portland to Phoenix in March 2024, consolidating oversight of Western states. The company stated the change improved airport connectivity and talent access. Starbucks closed 23 Oregon locations in 2023 and 2024, the highest closure rate in the Pacific Northwest. The company expanded Arizona operations by 31 locations during the same period. Papa Murphy's, headquartered in Vancouver, Washington, relocated executive operations to Scottsdale in November 2023. Leadership cited tax efficiency and operational flexibility. Dutch Bros employs 4,200 workers in Oregon directly. Economic multiplier effects suggest each direct job supports 1 point for additional jobs in related sectors. The pattern indicates 5,880 total jobs tied to Dutch Bros Oregon operations. The company's $340 million Oregon revenue generates approximately $19.4 million in state business taxes annually under current rates. If Oregon operations decline proportionally to the Arizona expansion, the state could see reduced economic activity. A 20% contraction in Oregon footprint would represent 53 locations. That scale of reduction would affect 840 direct jobs and 1,176 indirect positions. State tax revenue would decline by $3.9 million annually from Dutch Bros operations alone. Supplier networks concentrated in Oregon face exposure. The company sources dairy products from Tillamook County Creamery Association and Alpenroast Dairy, both Oregon-based. Coffee roasting occurs at a 90,000 square foot facility in Grants Pass employing 127 people. Packaging suppliers, maintenance contractors, and point-of-sale technology providers operate from Oregon locations serving the Dutch Bros network. Arizona operations are expanding rapidly. The company signed a lease for a 140,000 square foot roasting and distribution facility in Goodyear in December 2024. Construction begins in April 2025. The facility will employ 210 people at full capacity. Dutch Bros posted 47 job openings in Arizona on February 1st, including regional management, training coordinators, and franchise development roles. The company stated it would hire 1,400 Arizona workers by the end of 2025. Franchise recruitment materials emphasize Arizona's regulatory environment, tax structure, and customer density. Investor materials highlight Phoenix's population growth rate of 1.9% annually compared to Portland's 0.3%. Dutch Bros noted the average age in Metro Phoenix is 34.2 years. Within the brand's core demographic, Grants Pass officials have not announced any response strategy. Oregon's economic development framework relies on existing business tax credits for expansions that create at least 150 jobs. Dutch Bros already employs above that threshold. No targeted retention program exists for companies with headquarters in the state but expanding elsewhere. The Oregon legislature introduced Senate Bill 478 in February 2025. The bill proposes reducing the corporate activity tax rate from 0.57% to 0.48% for companies headquartered in Oregon. The bill contains no enforcement mechanism preventing expansion outside the state. Fiscal analysis suggests the reduction would cost $89 million in annual revenue. Dutch Bros has not committed to additional Oregon locations. The company's franchise disclosure documents filed in January 2025 list Oregon as mature market status. Arizona is listed as priority expansion territory. California and Texas received the same designation. The documents indicate franchise fees remain identical across all states at $30,000 per location. Barone's February statement emphasized that Oregon locations continue to perform well with average unit volumes matching the company average. She did not address whether corporate staff levels and grants pass would remain stable. The company's most recent 10-K filing indicates administrative functions are under review for optimization. Phoenix metro population is projected to exceed 5.2 million by 2030. Portland metro is projected to reach 2.8 million in the same period. Dutch Bros operates one location per 9,900 residents in Oregon. The company's Arizona plan would establish one location per 61,000 residents by the end of 2025. Market density targets show Arizona has capacity for 520 Dutch Bros locations at Oregon's saturation level. Oregon's economic reliance on legacy brands is measurable. Nike, Columbia Sportswear, and Precision Castparts generate 8.4% of the state's total tax revenue. Dutch Bros represents a smaller but symbolic presence. The company's visibility in Oregon culture exceeds its economic footprint. Losing expansion momentum to other states carries both financial and perception implications. The competitive dynamic between Oregon and Arizona reflects broader Western realignment. States with lower tax burdens and faster permitting have absorbed growth that historically occurred in California, Oregon, and Washington. Idaho experienced similar patterns with corporate relocations between 2020 and 2024. Nevada continues attracting California-based businesses through tax structure advantages. The question is whether Oregon's current economic model can sustain competitiveness when neighboring states offer measurable cost advantages and faster approvals for the same business operations.